Hello, truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. I believe we just found our way into New Mexico at the end of the last episode, but it's bright and early on, today's a Tuesday, apparently, and I'm just looking at some of the drivers, what they brought in overnight. Not a whole bunch of cash, but I went to bed, we had about 122, we got 132, so the money went up. I did see we had a driver that couldn't find a load. Never like to see that, but you know what? It's going to happen from time to time. Oh yeah, park and brake would be good. We need to get on the road. I think we're near Farmington, New Mexico. And we're going to be headed on down, getting on the I-40 eastbound. And I was kind of thinking we're going to get to Fort Worth, Dallas area. I'm hoping today. And then that will leave one more day for us to get down to Houston. But, you know, we can't get there until we start actually driving, right? So let's go ahead and get moving. Kind of hard to see, but if you haven't seen the last few episodes, we have a forage harvester on the back. That is part of the farming DLC cargo pack. And this journey started up in the state of Washington, up by Yakima, or actually in Yakima. So I think this is day 3 of our journey. And it needs to be there by the end of Wednesday? Yeah, the end of Wednesday. So today's Tuesday, we got 2 full days of driving, which means 22 hours of driving time to get it there. And currently, if we go by the ETA, it's saying it'll take us a little over 18 hours to get there. So I think I'm going to press the speed a little bit today on the I-40, just to make sure we leave ourselves a little bit of leeway to get there. Kind of interesting. If you look at the road pattern leaving this intersection in front of us, it looks like all the traffic in this lane is kind of turning to the right. I should be in the left turning lane, right? I mean, there's the median right there, so this should be the turning lane, I would think. So we need about another $30,000, and then we can buy ourselves another truck and hire ourselves another driver for the Dallas garage. That's what we're saving up the money for. Wasn't that long ago we actually bought the second truck for that garage. So the drivers are bringing in the money. And I'm thinking by the time we get down to Houston and complete our delivery, we're going to get paid $11,000 for this delivery. If I don't damage the cargo or anything like that. With our $11,000 and what the drivers will bring in today and throughout the next day, I think we'll be there. So that'll be good news. I'm seeing, like always, seems like as each week passes, seeing a little bit more info about the Nebraska DLC. I kind of forgot to check to see if there was any more news today on it. So I don't know if they announced. When I say today, for me it is Wednesday, the 31st of January currently. So as of right now, I haven't seen nothing. I haven't checked it since Tuesday, the 30th of January. Also, I just realized the Christmas and I do believe the Kansas, Cruising Kansas content that's going on. I think you got until the 5th of February, so if you're watching this when this goes live, you got one more day to complete those and or collect on them, I think. Or no, I think you can collect on them a little bit after time. But you got until the 5th, the end of the 5th of February. And I think this video goes out on the 4th. I should actually be over in this lane here. Oh, that's right. We didn't fuel up at the end of last episode, the last day, so I don't have a full tank of diesel in the truck, but we're over a half a tank, so I think we can make it to the end of our day. And hopefully we'll find a rest area. Hopefully Cindy will be on top of her game this afternoon, and she'll find us a rest area with also a fuel depot at it. Alright, so this road is actually better than I thought it was going to be. This isn't the I-40. We're headed down that way. Actually, it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning here in New Mexico as the sun rises. And in about a minute or two, I'm going to be blinded by the light and the snow. Just slowing down because it looks like an area I needed to slow down in. The speed limit is still 70. Yeah, so time is just flying by. It doesn't seem that long ago we were doing all the Christmas deliveries. Now here we are. It's February. And I'm thinking the Valentine Day or the Valentine thing will be going on probably after we get done with the Christmas and the Cruising Kansas stuff that's going on. As far as I can remember, I think it's been at least the last 2 years for sure that we've had a Valentine's Day quest going on. And I wonder if they're going to do the same thing they did for the Christmas one. If not, then I might be just going between Ellie or Eli and Tonopah, Nevada. 100 miles of external contracts back and forth. Waiting for this truck to get going on the outside lane. Yeah, so if everything goes well today, I would like to get it down to maybe like 8 hours left to get to Houston. I mean, we had 18 when we started the day, so getting down to 8, that's only 10 hours. We're driving 11, so in theory, it should be easy to get to that. Just want to leave myself a lot of extra hours in case there's a detour somewhere. Or, like I always do when I get to Houston, I get lost and I take a wrong turn somewhere. Now, the one thing I might do, and this is a big might because who knows when it's going to happen, when the Nebraska state comes out, and I'm assuming that's going to come out before, I think Arkansas was announced after that, then Missouri. If Nebraska comes out before March 21st, I will take the snow mod, or the winter mod off so we can see Nebraska the way that they kind of intended it. So right now we are running Seasons mod mostly. So of course from December 21st to March 21st, we are running the winter mod. And then of course after that, we all know is spring. And does anyone know what comes after spring? That's right, it's summer. Okay, I'll stop that. And then it's fall. But yeah, that's we're running season mods, but if the state comes out, I will disable the winter mod just so we can see the texture and the ground texture and the graphics the way they mostly intended it for. Feels like it's been a while since we've been down to New Mexico. And I know I keep saying it, we will get back over to California. I was going to go to California after we got done with the Christmas deliveries, but running the snow mod and running to California just doesn't seem completely right. Yes, I know they get snow in California. But if I were to go to like San Diego, LA, stuff like that, you know, chance of them having snow, extremely slim. Actually, I think New Mexico just got hit with a big snowstorm not long ago. I don't know what parts, but... I also did see a comment, when am I going to change trucks again? I mean, we've had this one for a little bit, but I don't think it's been long enough. And of course, it all comes down to money. And right now, we don't have that kind of money to be doing that. As I just mentioned, the next pile of money is going to the Dallas garage for another truck. And then we're going to try to boost up some of our original trucks, give them some upgrades so they can haul better loads, and that means we can get paid more. That's not going to cost as much as we have seen. I can take like maybe 10, 15, 20,000 and upgrade a truck. So almost, I don't want to say a truck every day, but it's going to be pretty darn close to that, maybe every other day. Alright, speed limit 65, so we'll just sneak it up just a little bit more. Yeah, that'll be fine. As we merge on to the I-40. Trailer seems very stable today. I can't remember if it was last episode or maybe the episode before that, but the trailer seemed very unstable today. Yeah, just, you know, maybe because we're on highways and not really anything that's too swervy. All right, now we're going to be on the I-40 for a little bit. If I say a little bit, probably until afternoon. Yeah, we get to go all the way down to Houston, Union Pacific. Oh yeah, it was 11 grand, right? Yeah, almost $11,500. Of course, we do have our usual loan payments here in about another hour or so of $6,012. Did all the traffic just up and disappear on my side, or, I mean, I'm okay with that. Don't know where everyone went. When I get into situations like this, sometimes I often think, maybe I should double the traffic. But then I see something like this ahead of me, and then I don't want to. And there is a mod out there I've talked about before where I guess it makes traffic more sporadic. Now, I have applauded the AI traffic in ATS for a while now. I'm not saying the traffic in ATS is perfect, but it's pretty darn good considering what I've seen in other games throughout the years. But yeah, we've seen me get hit on just a regular road where I don't actually have to stop, and a fire truck came out where they had to stop and T-bone me. And of course, it was my fault apparently. And we've seen a couple of accidents, well, more than a couple, that were not my fault at all. We have seen many accidents that are my fault. But yeah, seeing the mod where it says it makes the traffic more sporadic. The speed limits will vary. Not the speed limits on the road, but the speed limit, what the AI traffic goes. We got that now where you can see some traffic going faster than other AI traffic. But I guess the mod makes the traffic more variable at a more of a percentage of the speed limit. And I don't know if I remember this correctly, but I want to say there is some AI traffic that will road rage. So, and I just remember seeing that mod early on. I say early on, maybe like halfway through this series, that our money was, and even now, it takes a while to build up the money with the amount of drivers we have. I don't want to be, getting damaged cargo all the time because drivers are running into us, so on and so forth. It's hard to believe we've been now doing the series 3 years now. We've been doing the series, and most of the time it's one episode a week. But yeah, it's been 3 years. Someone left a comment in a video the other day congratulating on the 3 years of a series. I mean, it is over 200 episodes, so I think at some point we will reach, a true year in ATS, because every episode is a day. Why are we going so slow here? You're almost getting ready to see me road rage. Yeah, so this series did start in January of 2021. Fort Summer. Yep, still on the I-40. Just making sure. I mean, my goal is to kind of get to and complete this delivery midday tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I mean in-game. It's kind of hard to tell exactly when I'm going to get there because ETA has us there around midnight tonight, but then again, we quit at 5. Because I'm going to want to turn and burn out of Houston. Where we go, I guess all depends on the cargo. I thought a little bit of maybe headed back down towards Florida, looping back around through the middle parts of the states. Like getting up to like North Carolina and coming back through Tennessee and such. But I don't want to get off the map for the Valentine's Day. Do I want to call it a challenge? I don't know what they call them anymore. But usually, yeah, we got to do external contracts, and you can only do that on the SDS maps. Historic Route 66. That'd be pretty cool that someday, if all the lower 48 states are put out by SCS, that, you know, you could really take the old Route 66 all the way through. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, we might actually be able to do it now with the coast-to-coast map. I'm not too sure. Never really have looked at it. But the southern states are states I have not driven around in real life, that is. For those of you who don't know, I live in the northeastern part of the U.S., up in New England. So I covered a lot of the states up in New England and parts of Canada, driving around. I have driven smack dab to the middle of the country. And those of you know, I've been to Wyoming quite a bit, so when I have flown out to Denver, driven in from Denver up to Wyoming, been to South Dakota and Montana. Did I just say Montana? Montana. How are we doing on the fuel? Well, it's not in the red yet. When the fuel gets into the red, I think I got like 200 gallons left. No, not 200 gallons. No, I meant to say we can go about another 200 miles, not gallons. I think we got a 200-gallon tank on here. It's either 2 or 3. I think I'm getting kind of mixed up with Alaskan road truckers, which, by the way, I did post on the Discord last week. I have kind of decided to take a break from Alaskan road truckers until an update comes along. Maybe when they add more roads to it, or if they add the side missions. That's what more roads and or the side missions. That's what we're waiting for. I think I didn't mention last week's episode of ATS that we had, that they did put out a post about Alaskan road truckers, that they're kind of working on the main part of the game and optimizing it just better, and working on that kind of stuff for the next update. So next time you see an update for Alaskan road truckers, that's when I'll be putting out a video. And it may not be on a Sunday that I put out that video. It'll be whenever the update comes, and probably the day after. You'll see a video on it, or at least an episode. I have been asked to do a live stream, and that question does get asked a lot. I would like to do live streaming, but just with my internet not capable of doing so. My internet does have good speeds. I have satellite internet with Starlink, and my options, that, don't get me wrong, Starlink is pretty darn good, but it's not a consistent upload and download speeds that you get. So to stream, at times I could stream actually almost in 4K for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then the stream would probably drop down to like a 480p. So not very consistent. I think I'll get back over in this lane here. Yeah, actually without Starlink internet, you wouldn't be seeing my videos, if you're capable of watching them, in 4K. Fort Worth, yeah, I do know that's where we gotta go. You know, my old internet uploading files for 4K videos. Like, most of my ATS videos are probably file size, we're talking 25 to 30 gigs. And to upload that takes a while. And with Starlink, I'm capable of doing so. And I would say to upload a 30 gig file, if I'm not uploading multiple ones at a time, which I sometimes do, I say most of the time it's about 7 hours to upload. Saw a cop car over there and I didn't want to get a speeding ticket. I don't know if that cop car is a real cop car or what. And what I mean by that is a real cop car would be, yes, they will give you a speeding ticket, or is that cop car there just for decoration? Don't know. Just realized all my rambling has got me on to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So Cindy's going to have to, you know what, now might be a good time. There's not a car in front of me. Let's go ahead. So we got 3 hours left on the clock. Well, we did get into Texas, and I missed the welcome to Texas sign. Okay, so let's scroll in. Where is the next? Ugh. I'm not going to make this. This is no way that's 3 hours. That's like 5 hours or so. All right. So let's back on up. Can we get to... well, we can get to there. The question is 3 hours and 11 minutes. Perfect. Perfect. That will work. So if I keep the hammer down, pedal to the metal, it's going to be just at about 5 o'clock. If I can pick up some time. Only got to pick up about maybe 20 minutes or so. Which in real life would be great if you could pick up 20 minutes. And currently, like I said, I want to get down to at least 8, which should have been no problem. We started the day 18 hours and change, getting down to Houston. And currently we sit at 9.5 hours. I got 3 more hours we're going to drive, so we're going to be pretty close to about 6.5, 6 hours the very next day to get to Houston. And if we do our math, we start at 6 and 6.5 hours put us right at noon is exactly what I want to be doing. So we can grab a load. And, you know, we'll have 5 hours on our watch to leave Houston, and we can get somewhere. I'm not saying grab a load and we got to deliver somewhere in 5 hours. We'll just grab a load and start heading somewhere. Part of me says head back up towards Kansas. Because, yeah, we did visit every city that's on the map. And I do have to clarify this because some people said, you didn't visit my town. It's like, well, and they named their town, and it's like, your town's not actually on the map in the game. They can't put every little town and every city on every map. Can I sneak over? But no, you're over there. So, all right, you stay there, and I'll just keep on going. Oh, way station. I'm gonna get pulled in. No, I got a green light. How about that? And we're in Texas. We're in Texas of all places, and I got a green light. I'm actually surprised at 75 miles. There we go. It's 50 miles an hour. I'm like at 75 miles an hour coming up and going through a city? Ooh, someone just brought in $5,000. That's wonderful to see. Almost up to 140. Beginning actually onto the topic of this series starting back in 2021. I never thought this series would be going this far. And it's going to be going for quite a while now, actually. We got to be where our goal now is well, it's been the same goal for a while. Got to pay off the loans, which we still, I think we're actually under $1 million owed now. At one point we were at $2 million. So not only are we slowly paying off the loans, we're expanding the fleet. And really, this whole series is pretty much because of the realistic economy mod that got me back into the game. I know a lot of you that have seen this mod got you back into the game as well and started a new profile and started trucking. Now there are multiple ones out there, but the link is in the description below of the one that I use. It's on the Steam Workshop. There are other ones out there. But I still kind of remember, you know, it wasn't like the first episodes. After we got our own truck, and I started driving for myself for a little bit, and I was like, all right, I think what we need to do is I need to get, you know, hire a driver to drive our truck, and I'll go drive for other companies. And that way we got two incomes coming in. There were a few people that actually didn't like that, so that would never happen in real life. And I was like, I've actually known, not personally, but I have seen people that talked about doing that. But then after seeing our workers that we hired driving our trucks, and I think the first couple loads were, you know, we couldn't hire exceptionally well drivers, let's just say it that. They didn't have many skill points. I think the first couple of those, they were just like $100, $150. I'm like, is that even paying for the fuel bill? Now here we are, we get drivers like Niles bringing in 4,000. Once we start upgrading the original trucks that we had, because we were buying the cheapest of the cheap, once we upgrade those trucks, they will start earning more money, as I also talked about, because giving them a little bit more horsepower, better transmissions, just giving them a little bit more upgrades, they should be able to take better loads, more money. I think I even talked about at one point that I was just going to go ahead and only have 20 drivers, but we're over that now. All right, I think I'm going to want to get over where it's almost, we should be almost there, maybe. Like I said, we should be there almost like at 5 o'clock, I would assume. Just cruising along. So, Wichita Falls. Nope, I'm getting over, so we're not getting off here. Oh, speed limit's only 60 through here. Alright, looks like our exit is coming up. So, even before 5 o'clock. How about that? Well done, Cindy. You can sleep inside tonight. Okay, GPS is making me do something weird here. I don't want to get back on the interstate. That's not what we want. Oh, because I did actually turn too soon. Alright, well, you know, there's a way to fix this. I guess I'm sleeping outside tonight for doing this. We're just gonna like it never happened, right? Problem solved. My fuel pumps are over here. Probably coming in the wrong way again, like I always do. $3.54 for diesel. Well, we are in Texas. And I'm just going to park over there somewhere, I would assume. Just remember, we didn't fuel up the day before, so this fuel bill is going to be a little bit expensive. Yeah, he's coming in that way to fuel up. So I came in the wrong way, like I do 90% of the time. Trying to swing this around fast enough, but didn't quite get there when I hit this pole in front of us. Or not. No, don't want to be in R3. We want to be in R1. Backing in blind over here, so I can't really see where this truck is. But I think we're okay. Oh, I gave him plenty of room. So much so I can sneak over a little bit more. Alright, let's go ahead and square ourselves up a little bit so we look proper here. We don't want to be that guy at a truck stop, do we? Think we're good? Yeah, press E to rest, so we're good. So we ended the day at 143 in cash. That's not the button I wanted. So I am happy with that. And yeah, I didn't see how much time we got left to get to Houston. 6 hours and 38 minutes. So yeah, we'll be there just after noon. Yeah, I thought we could get down to Fort Worth, Dallas area, but really there's no rest areas, if you look at it, where we're going. No rest areas here whatsoever. You think they would put a rest area in somewhere like right about here maybe? When you got the interchange of I-20, I-30, 35. Yeah, that'd be just me. But it doesn't matter. It might be one there in real life. But in the game, not oh, they do got one down here, though. But anyways, yeah, we should get down to Houston easily. Well, I just hurt myself, didn't I? We should get down to Houston, no problem, the next day and be there around noon. And by the looks of things, where we're going to be at, it's probably best just to grab a load out of there. I have not been to NASA. NASA is there. Is that? We're going to see if we can take a job from NASA. I did not know that. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to have to see if we can get down to NASA and take a load out of there. We'll have a peek. It's not going to be far from where we're going to be. I mean, that might be like a half-hour ride or something like that. Would be kind of interesting. Yeah, didn't even know that was even there. But beside that, the other thing we got to do is just got to check our drivers like we do. But we really haven't had a problem since we got that trailer figured out that someone told me about. But yeah, everyone's on the road. And all these drivers are on the road delivering. And these are in their rest periods, which is good. Harry P is 89 cents a mile. That's the first truck we're upgrading. Actually, Cameron S is doing the same thing. It's also both the Mack Anthems. So that's got to be like the original trucks. Or yeah, those trucks need an upgrade, I guess. And we'll get working on that. But that's after we buy the third truck for Dallas. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here. An American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. But until then, have a good one.